Now, we've got so many things already taken care of with our assignment. Once you shoot more assignments, this is all going to become clockwork for you. But you get your photos transferred onto the computer. We have worked with them in Lightroom to rate them, to make them look a little bit better. We have written our headline and our description for our gallery. And now we're ready to take these photos and move them into Google Drive. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that our folder is labeled the correct way. And if I see here, when I exported my images out of Lightroom, I made a little whoopsie and I did not label it like it should be labeled. This really, my final name here should look very similar to what I have here. So I'm going to click and click, and if I do a couple slow clicks, usually it will allow the name to pop up, or I'm able to change the name. I can also go to File and Rename, and I can rename this folder image. I could right click, but again, I'm just going to put the date. I'm going to put Kane Basketball, right? And then I'm going to put my initials here, and that's going to be, now this is my best of folder, right? So I know this, even though it's got the same name as the one out here, these are my best images that I have, and that's what I want to work with. Now, what I need to do is I need to, in Safari here, right? I've got Safari open, and this is my Google Drive that I've got. So I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm just going to call this new folder, right, photo assignments, right? These are photo assignments that I've taken, that I've created. I'm just going to go ahead and hit create, and I see a nice little folder there. I'm going to open that up, and then I'm going to come back in here, and I'm just going to take my best of folder. I'm not taking all of my images, my original ones. I want my best of that I've edited, that the tones look really good and that they're going to look good online, and I'm going to drag it into here. Okay. Now I drag it in here. We see that it's going to take a minute for this to load, but basically these images are all coming up here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get a link and we're going to share that. So let's take a minute and see these load quick. Great, now those images do take some time to load, so you're going to have to be patient, not close out of the window or shut your machine down. The more photos you have, the longer it'll take, the slower your internet connection is, the longer it might take. But once you do get that done and they get all loaded, then the next thing you're going to want to grab is we want to make this folder shareable, right? So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to share. And I want to get a link here, and I want to change this to, okay, and this just makes it a little easier as we have things going on. We're going to go anyone with link. So anyone with this crazy link right here now is going to be able to have access to the images. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that link. And once you get that link copied, now that link is what you can add into the Google form that we have for photos that are due. The photo gallery submission form then is going to be a fairly simple one. You can find this in the class resources page. It's going to be available there. You'll put your email address in here, your first and last name. Now, after you've properly uploaded your photos to Google Drive and correctly labeled your photos and created a folder, create a shareable link and place it here. So that link I just made, that Google link, I'm just going to paste it right there. That was a Window V or Command V. On the Mac keyboards, but I just pasted that there. I could come paste my gallery description that I wrote. It's probably in Google Docs, and put that there. I can put my headline here, and then I'm going to put the date that I shot the photos, right? So this is the date that I took the photos, not the date that it currently is. And that's going to go there, and then I'll hit the submit button. And that's all you got to do. It will automatically then go to the staff photographers. They may reach out to you with some questions, but they're going to work to get your gallery posted ASAP. It's best if you can shoot an event and get this gallery submission taken care of within 24 hours of the event. People are much more interested to see events that just happened rather than seeing photos from an event maybe that happened like a month or more ago. So try to do it. A good challenge for you is to see if you can get this submitted the night of the event after you get done with it or within the next 24 hours. And that's really all you have to do to take care of submitting your photo assignment to the crew at FHNtoday.com and really the FHN media program. It's going to also be available for use in the newspaper and yearbook.